people say, how a kumtimbo tuo ema odahone nam Ghana. Kwasia, you are not advocating against that. You are sitting there telling this potential murderer to pray for exoneration. A cabinet minister boldly say on TV, say, I did it. Now, Odo, Oshua, Amwa Keteketia, Eshawa say, how a kumsimbo mpaye. Jimmy, shot through a polling station. The president, Jimmy, he did not change this woman. He did not sack this woman. Mahamudu Bawumia Kwasiampenyi did not say anything. Kennedy Abuano Onosonamono did not make a statement. And you people want us to allow you people to come into the limelight to lead us. Foolish potential murderers. Allow some people to come on TV and on radio to make it look like, say, in Kwasiadia how akumisi wedi wo Ghana no overnight the rain fee. Enti how akumisi ayeden ombedi MP. How akumisi mayeden ombe state woman. I know majority of you MP before after election I say mu nyina mabodam. I say mo mabodam, I say mu nimu nyansa. Enti what are you people trying to imply today? Say almost the now your call. Your friend saying, now call you. Yesterday during the elections, you know, and I didn't see elections didn't see you say during the elections, you know, as I see Emma, your friend in Confo, a committee was put together. Say in Confo, omoya witnesses to assemble, you know, willingly they should come and give the committee a committee evidence to guide the committee investigate the matter. That's a sign called for because of some reason. Maybe at that time, you know, na omunjindi say you better protect you as people no more show up. It exonerates this criminal. Is that what you people are trying to tell us in Ghana? A committee was formed, and the committee tells people say, "Momra, say assembly during the elections. Ye botu ane botu, ye botu obi wuya na so obi ewu, obi wuye." So when people fail to show up to talk to the committee, say, I was there, I was a victim. Now the committee no any report, and the committee decides to move on. Does it exonerate this criminal? I know more bother more. More people, I know more Jimmy on. Inti yantam sa sit in my MPP. And inti the MP, the sitting MP, yan day, yan free power, more bother. You people sometimes, more MPP for no, more Jimmy to the point to say, you still think say we are in 1992. Let's go and listen to Muntaka and what he said exactly when he addressed the nation.
So 2024 election violence cases, starting with Ewutu Senya East Constituency, that's Kaswa. The task force observed that the Honorable Phyllis now Koyo Okeno denied that her convoy was attacked. She was nowhere near the scene of the incident. Persons who were involved in the incident have avoided speaking with the task force, while Muhammad Ali and others who were in the Mahindra pickup truck and fired shots from their vehicle have also avoided speaking with the task force. So their opinion have not been established. Muhammad Ali is said to have been flown abroad for further treatment. The late Yusuf Larry Idris died from a gunshot, and those who were in the Mahindra pickup with him know what happened. The driver of the Mahindra has been traced, and further investigation is ongoing. The task force will continue with the investigation.
Asuma Muntaka kan otiye. What did Muntaka say? Or say in Nipana, the people at Ewutu Senya, one, Omaoti say a tuotoye. Who was the MP there? How were Kumsen? Two, there were victims who were affected. Your bonko photo. Now say now you call your kase. Me kano. The time they gave me the report, I thought to say, Nani pa woman meka mewu. Na does it eliminate the fact to say yes you tobi? If now call your car, nobody was shot in. Anybody who was shot during the elections or your NDC, no, is basically a member of Nakoyo's team. Whether they were shot inside her house, outside her house, in the neighborhood where polling was taking place, that person is considered as a member of Nakoyo's team. When Jimmy, The people who were involved, there were 2 people. They said they were not going to talk to the committee. Does it eliminate the fact that there were no gunshots? There was still a gunshot. Now, their opinion at the end of the day, they did not give the committee any statement. Does it say, Enunti, nobody was shot? When the minister was speaking, he said, one person was shot dead and one has been taken out, receiving treatment. 2 casualties, Kwasia 4. Enunti na mube clinic beifuowi. Enunti na mube clinic beifuowi. Na muji si ye Jimmy ana. Enti yanya den. Yama hawa kumisi mbedi MP. Mo ya mwahu. Aina mumuji nse. Yada huya 1992. Namda mkwasi ya Jimmy, you know, the nam Ghana. Inti, na kwa yoko ene mwamwaso all responding to these animals. You have been given a job by the president to do. The mandate was given to you by the people of Ewutu Senya East. Do the job and forget these fools. They also no next 4 years no your job will show. Sabe ifo Jimmy way yeti krom ha. Mo besa wo chese how Akumsin today is a saint. Mo bodam. This woman near to Kromha, she told us, I fired gunshot at registration center to protect myself. And tonight you get a journalist standing on TV defending this animal, this pig. Na otu satuno efa police station nimuno. Na nka uma amine jina wanka kwasia. Oba be jina TV say how Akumsin has been exonerated. Na mo this na mo ya mo MPP ana mo ya mo. Ana mo gin say ye Jimmy ne Ghana. This woman fired live bullets through a polling station. Na kwasia na ujina TV, so jina TV, Facebook, ejina radio, so ka say how Akumsin has been exonerated. No, kwasia kayo maamia. Kabe jina ka say this piglet supposed to be cleaned in Ghana. Ana mumwe Jimmy ana. Inti yanya den, inti yesi yanya den. Inti na call your wire den, into wire den. The fact of the case is that during the elections, the Anako Yokayebia is a fact. Maybe it didn't hit her car. But the fact of the case remains, gunshot was recorded. People were shot. And those 2 things, you cannot take it out of the facts. So you want us to say, those people who were shot, no, it is not a problem. The person who has been injured and now being flown to the States to be treated, no, it is not a problem. Under this piglet. Today, you are walking around on radio and TV telling us, say, this foolish woman has been exonerated. Exonerated from what? Because the committee, when they went there, nobody spoke to the committee. Nobody speaking the committee does not exonerate Hawa Kumsin. If the people had spoken to the committee, maybe Hawa Kumsin could go see jailing for life. Do you know that? If the people committee ni ko hono, if they had willingly spoken to the committee, ebia krampa anka Hawa Kumsin osanko kobu for life. Na mo jimi obia botuo mani pewu. Me no ka say ye obia owo Ewutu Senya East. Ya body batribu tuo manewu because of this woman. Otu aka say she has been exonerated. The question here is I'm not worried because mo MP for do one mo jimi mo ko so do Jesus na mo wie. Monte reviewer say until you not understand exonerate. She has been exonerated from what? Tell me. What has she been exonerated from? Yeah, Diana exonerating from. Diana. Asemia na call your kanye. If na call your campaign mood. Let's say ya bow car mutuo emanipe wa. Na call at the moment has every right to write. Now if later she gets to realize say enyo no akra car ne bow tuo no. Na mum etuo to ye. That is the most important thing we are looking at. Etuna eto ye no. Whether a bona call your car and somebody car mu. At the end of the day, 2 casualties were recorded. 1 died, 1 is receiving treatment. Question 4, we should forget this animal. Now you sit on radio and TV and tell us say she has been exonerated. Do you understand the word exonerated? What's your way Begina TV so? Okay, I regret shooting a gun at a polling station. She regrets. This woman is is potential murderer. What was the motive? Again, I know what it's more. It will be managed to a polling station. Hawa Kumsin. Dear na a one trim. Her intentions nina na sena so kunipa. Do you know that? For somebody to pull a gun, a member of parliament who make laws, Samami or Sanko that jail 30 years. Kwasi about in Amgana, my most son to say she has been exonerated. Exonerated from what? So my way and Cambraya Juma. Or my way and Cambraya Juma. Sa act way, or Sanka Mami or Dembe 30 years. Me want to say pro be crown on an Ghana because you both batrimutu na obi to me chitu or the bullet a gum. Now we're aiming at the police station. Now yet at Ghana, as I say, she has been exonerated. Sani Pawe, young kind so nipo ya boa. And you see, until we get this right, Obibeka say, oh, Kevin, you did the attempt, Kevin there on pen PP attempt, more MPP for more Jimmy no mu treaty musa. She's been exonerated from what? And you will see people sitting on TV and radio entertaining this foolish woman because otutu na ambo mame. Because otutu na ambo yem. Because time otutu obejina TV to say, yes, I fired guns through a police station a yanchin and ama wo MPP ni kwasia no. Wajiri will say that you have a party you are following. Inti na call your wire day. Oh, yes, na call your ni statement to make it enya accurate. Ni pengu, se ni pengu ye mwa. That is what I am concerned about. I don't care about statement and na call your call enya accurate. I don't care. But the fact still remains that that day na or kasano somebody had been shot by Howard Kumsin and her thugs. I na say ya mwa I na refi ya hu say nipa. I na mo refi say ochina sa oba we betuma sa ko she etuetie ku obi ewutu senya east. I na mo refi mo won. Inti suddenly we should all forget and then allow this woman to be roaming in Ghana. She can be a national women's organizer in the Piglets party because Jimmy wait only MPP no bet to position room not to represent anybody in Ghana. Me say if na Koyo during the elections her communication, there were gaps in it. It did not stop the killing. And I'm a wa. Let's say now Koyo's communication, her post, it wasn't consistent. But the fact of the case, can anybody deny that nobody was shot? No. Can anybody deny that 2 people were not shot? No. So what is your case? We are journalists in the TV to defend you. We are Jimmy. Answer. And you, that journalist, need to be shot so that tomorrow somebody will use you as an example. Akwa we ye botuo. Obotuo how Kumsin kunipa otumi emu police station nipa 200 go ni we emu se me tutu kunipa kwase ampa yi we nam Ghana ni wo fi we na moto so Ghana to say how Kumsin has been exonerated moya moana enti na call your den she should coil in she should not do her job adan ya ye bu ofu mo na mo gimi mo MPP fo na mo gimi na mo na mo de afenyo marking okobo police assume 2 times kwasiafo talk about it and before in 9 mo I saw something today. Look at this. Look at you say afenyo Ghana na ja emwane doso hwe Omanhene Asante na we friend who journalist to Ghana sai Jimmy for wait to Ghana and what are they doing? They are the ones fueling corruption in Ghana. Kobna Sante Obi. Enya time. Say, see where you got the money. Oma Kobna Dumomo. Maybe omuja journalism see and end of journalism. An interior minister comes out to speak and say, a committee was put together. The current MP who was in opposition, during that time when the issue came out, she made a report that some people have been shot. Now, later we realized that it wasn't her car that was shot. But in fact, the shooting actually happened. The people who are at the scene now are refusing to talk to the committee. That does not make the woman a liar. At the end of the day, if those people had decided to speak to the committee, Ebianka Hawakumsi could have them 50 years. Now, the interior minister made it clear that the fact was established that 2 people were shot and 1 is dead. Now, we are journalists now to want to information we could. The first question you ask yourself is say, when I look at this story, which part is important to me? Now, after the interior minister spoke, and you were a journalist, when you pick the story, you ask yourself, which part of the story is a national story? It's important. One, somebody died. That should be the priority of every journalist. Now, the person died during elections. That should be the priority of every journalist. Because now we are talking about letting the people know why we are not supposed to lose lives during elections and why people have not been penalized from killing people during elections. Oh, yeah, General Nyansa. These are the things that it's more important to you. Because whatever now Yoko put out that time, if it wasn't even factual, it did not stop the killing. It did not stop 2 people from being shot. So the fact has been established that 2 people were shot. In the children with Jimmy, and now Obertina Radio, so say we are journalists. How Kumsin has been exonerated. How has she been exonerated? Now I'm going to no radio soon.
How Kumsin, former minister and honorable, Bompaye, Emma Ghana, any politicians, any ya etro, Ashe Mano, Bompaye, man. Sure. Bompaye. Bompaye, manka futu. Me say Bompaye mo my Ghana. Emu aman yourself for, emu central for. Any one editro edi juma Bompaye man.
Mate.
Meet you Bompaye bono Ghana iti.
Me nyanko pone ma bankese. Nyame a wuye nyame. Dani na weni wo maso. Me da was say for vindicating what the amame. Na me jina sa vindication so everade asra was say politicians media for and I say journalists for on my Ghana I am true any idea nyoma erade me pipe on say sakra wo erade fa akumapa any adwempa ehye won nyina akiri mu and true politician and I say journalist bi ebecha betu obi edi ne be kon social mu erade peguma yen
amen
erade yen pipe on say magana emfa nentuma panhira erade maya agi sakra so yes sakra ya agi efi boni ni try won ehia yenim say Ghana ebefa nentuma panhira erade ma amenyofo nyina emfa no kredie emfa nya adwuma emfa hye we erade no munya me da wase she we tie ya no pay me kosora de ubo ni no so hye wonsa omo de no kre eye adwuma erade kosora mo muntumi fa no kre ne enye adwuma debi omodu ye de sika ati omo mini mu kra na no kre na omo be ka erade mo muntumi kan fa hye we erade no munya ye ni se we onyame.
How stupid can we be? Adia Kwame Kona Asante tuwe one bloggers omnam kwa ho kwasiafo boy CB difference be ne bom. Sa adia Kona Asante T radio so ye. Na kwasia weti radio ka je so onim nyansa chen. How Kumsin Bompaye. Bompaye for the end. You see how low our journalism has become. You see baby omdia bedu. Adani Jimmy apeteshi ehon kankan any Jimmy any politician any kwasia we Kobna Asante kede Japan to hwe say kwasia wa funu se Bofrot we Jimmy not was three because they feed them like dogs. What is this? What is this? How Kumsin Jina TV so catch ye nyina say yes me and Ekufuado me botuo Ekufuado kept her as a minister still. The NPP as a political party, they cheered. How I come to call police station or the bullet go to home and or two femu several times. And the butcher say, "When I want to no," or say, "Yes, I'm a member of parliament. My boat no." Nana the Dankweku for the NPP still maintain her as a minister. Kwasia, why will Fuse Tigare Comfort Nyankure at the radio to say, Bompaye, you have been exonerated. Are you stupid? This is how I come sin. This is how I come sin.
Eti etu na kasa e no na bo efi he
ayani ana me ma woni show
wan kasa wo MP no na wo kura etu be ne kita o
mpa to mi ntumi nkyere
Unim tuo no.
Honorable officer say about the senior man warning so.
Oh, Debbie, meba no so. I'm person who a two crore and kita on wadaroma.
Me share with 2 crore.
Honorable, I say, oh, as an honorable member of parliament, who think as oh, create 2 unim 2 crore now auto. And
It needs to be protected.
always me protected, but also who to because once I'm back, ube ya no by all means. And me say, a two no. O ekitao ebi a license ebi a license ya license ya aha ente e dey to our license dey onim to okro ntina me bisa say to ben ya
ana me ka to say me mbo mi to oni din jobe be sa to say my license ni to
na je say wo ko eye center ho no aboa wo ho dada sa na mpese mi hu
ma aboa me hu okwan na so me a member of parliament ofa eti me now na say me kuta ma ko na dia me dey because we ni mo bi obekia ana me yo banti.
Oh, Debbie, and yes, all your Benty. Now, minim say, oh, yeah, Minister of State, so I will a year police escort. I police in our born by no count.
Now the police in coming.
All right. Ebanisa na ututu. Ona Ebanisa na ututu. All right. Okay. Ona bunti mayehunu Ebanisa na ututu no.
The foolishness. Now a cabinet minister. Now how a comes near cabinet minister. Nana danko go for the not care. MPP obia budget so. Adanya how a comes near police station and be a live bullet. Oh, Omanhene Asante kwasia. Now papa njina ho, now mama njina ho. Now oba njina ho, yiri njina ho. Inti bibi ambo bia trim. Inti enda what was say she's been exonerated. Why na adwini ye adwuma ende? Obeka said this woman has been exonerated. This woman is a potential murderer. It could have happened to my family member. It could have happened to any journalist sitting there or standing there report. It could have happened to a 2-year-old kid. Recently, she went to a police station with pepper spray. Now, Mama Jimmy, are you people insane? Inti, enunti, na call you a day, yanya day, yenti yanya day, na call yanya day. Now, when Memman Kwasia for some press conference, you were with senya, ya MPP for en Kwasia Kamwa. You people don't have brains. And think I'm say no, na tutia lady no mas amakotuma no mas Omanhene. This woman is a potential murderer. We are not supposed to sit here and entertain potential murderers. This woman was a cabinet minister. Not only any ordinary person, not only a cabinet minister. Not only a kuford meetings. After the incident, nobody in the MPP said, Kevin Asante kwasiampe you want na TV so anga say, "Yampamu mami we free cabinet." Why I won't touch her say, "Dibo abetina wa say, bompaye, bompaye nya de." And this is how you have lowered journalism, propaganda, stupid propaganda and stupid inshenimu. What? Why do you hail this into Ochina? Kwasiato, Ochina, Obi Kochituo. Because what she did is still in the minds of some people. This is 2020. How many people died in election 2020? It's still in the minds of some people. Say, how a kumtimbo tuo Omanhene and Ghana. Kwasia, you are not advocating against that. You are sitting there telling this potential murderer to pray for exoneration. Now, journalism school now, no, dear now go siaye. Actually, you dying. And you are not intelligent enough to sit on radio. You people are just foolish. Now listen to the interview again. First one, I sounded off from. Listen to the nonsense. Okobo tuwe no.
Obia.
Obia mfia we obia.
Eti etuone kasa e no na bo fi he.
Ayani ana me ma warning shot.
Wan kasa wo MP no. Na wo kura tuo ba ne kita o.
Mpa to mi ntumi nkyere.
Wonim tuo no.
Oh,
Debbie, meba no so. I'm person who a two crore and a kita on wadaroma.
Me share with 2 crore.
Honorable, I say, oh, as an honorable member of parliament, who think as you create 2 crore now auto. And
it needs to be protected.
Always me protected, but also who told because once I'm back, ube young by all means. And me say, a two no, o ekita o ebi a license ebi a license ya license ya
me with that one main license
it's any etu our license the only to okro ntina me bisa say etu ben ya
ana me ka to say me mbo me to oni din jobe ta to say my license me to
na je say ukọ eye center ho no aboa wo ho dada sa na mpese bi hu
ma boa me hu okwan na so me a member of parliament ofa eti me na say me kuta ma put na dia me dey because we ni mo bi obekia ana me yo banti.
Oh, Debbie, and yes, all your Benty. Now, minim say, oh, yeah, Minister of State, so I will a year police escort. I police in our born by no count.
Now the police in coming.
All right, Ebanisa no tutu. Honorable Ebanisa no tutu. All right, okay, honorable team, my own Ebanisa no tutu no.
This is where we are as a nation. So who is protecting who? Anka media house be anywhere was say o mami we hu kwan kra so betena so say o kasa. Eni sanka media house be amasa sa nipa fun we any opportunity to even speak. What are you projecting? What are you protecting now? Now foolish people like you mo from who journalists for who defend mami we in there or china no be catch say we need to protect, we need to build this nation. How do we build a nation when we are entertaining potential murderers? How do we build nations? How are we going to build a nation? Because this woman has been an inspiration to some people in our politics. The year you know in 2020 no obi wa MPP mu a ne encouragement no mami we ne mentor opese okunipa ne ka say yes how akumsin like ni bi nie. And we are still entertaining these potential criminals and we are saying they have been exonerated. Exonerated from what? Because the killing happened. Somebody was killed. If now Yoko did not get her facts right to say it was her car, not any car, at the end of the day, there was a killing. I would choose that as an important issue than now call you giving me a statement that is not accurate. I don't care about that. But what I care about as a Ghanaian is, was somebody shot? And somebody was shot. Entire day now got TV to say this baboon, this potential murderer who as a cabinet minister can pick a gun, walk to a police station, inquire, mami for Imrantie, journalists like yourself, Kwasia, Ejinaho, to fire through a cabinet minister, boldly say on TV, say, I did it. Now, Odo, Oshua, I'm walking to say, how I come to Bompaye. Jimmy. Are you people insane? Are you people insane? Jimmy. And it's we have no respect for such people. Because Jimmy, a Jumana Moyan Montiasie. Politicians almost say Ghana, fools like you, some of you sitting on radio and TV. And I do suit. You know how I come sin. And this statement is a bad statement. You know, now call you said something that is not true. The fact of the case is, when I would can say, now call you can say it was not true. No, Senka Obana Jino, Womana Exim Bank for woman. So I'm gonna to count with Simwa. Will you care about now call your post or you care about the person who murdered your wife and your kids? I am asking you. Paul Adamotre. Kwasiana obejina so be defend maami we no me say sa wo mana Exim Bank manager no awo ma hye wo no ene wo yiri jimijimi no sa nkofo no nanka maami we twi tuo ne bo mutima. Will you care about now call your posts or you care about the person who fired a bullet into the heads of your children which you don't even know? Wait, Jimmy, and you people are so stupid in Ghana. Diplomacy. You know what? There are some words you can't use. Nipone Jimmy kitchen so with Jimmy. So today we are choosing a Facebook post over murder. Is that what we are choosing today? Today, because of politics and propaganda, we should be more interested in a Facebook post than somebody who pulled a live gun and killed a Ghanaian during elections. We should ignore that because we want to clean a woman whose ass is fucked up. Way the twatching way. She walked to a police station. After that, otumidi pepper spray. Now pepper spray na the police station. Look go adu yenim. And now look go aponchi yenim. This woman is a potential murderer. When a nimu nyansa obeso so sanko yasem we so Ghana. Enti na call you on your day. Enti na call you on your day. Yentuno mo bodam. She will win the seat again. I believe that the reason why some of these people didn't show up or didn't talk to the committee was because maybe the people who were affected during the elections, they feel say now Koyo could have done more to help them. In Abia, some of the people in the constituency, they felt to say when she won the seat, she was supposed to do more than she did to help them. So they are maybe angry. That's why they did not open themselves up for the committee. That is how I feel. But on the fact of the case, they say, your body patuo. People were shot. Are we going to choose Facebook post over murdering somebody? How did we lower our journalism and our politics? Politics of convenience. After you're making about police, I assume 2 times. You don't want to talk about it because it goes against your stupid tribal foolish party. Piglets. Piglet. Anytime I'm from Prekoma, the biamu you're too bra, you're too toilet, and you don't think before you eat. So we should choose a Facebook post over a murder case. We are talking about people who murdered Ghanaians during elections. The interior minister made it clear. They established the fact that somebody was shot and died, and another person is receiving treatment in America. It is a wotu senya Easter. Are you not bothered? Are you not worried? Say you kunya. Are you worried about a Facebook post? The Facebook post by Nakoyo, did it change the fact that somebody did not shoot somebody? It could not change any fact. So why should we dwell on Nakoyo's post? I am looking at the killings, the murdering of a Ghanaian. That is what I'm talking about. This conversation is about. The conversation is simple and easy. No sane person would defend this potential murderer. Inti nkanya day, inti hawa kumsi ni somebody MP, moya mwa. Inti hawa kumsi ni somebody day, on somebody MP, ano me day, mo person kwa the National Women's Organizer. Na mami we, the reason why inti MP before say, oh, where the obe National Women's Organizer, ye nyanke pe unma rekrunta, is because of her actions. Obo tu nintra. The MPP feels say, yeah, in the National Women's Organizer, where your botu into betuma botu. It is her past record. The terminal report is that she's a potential murderer, and the MPP are used to potential murderers. That is why they want this fool to be their women's organizer. Because say, any mami way, ne tutrasam nipa obo mutu, any nyoma or yeah, dear ne chester or the intelligence to be the National Women's Organizer of the MPP. The MPP are following this witch because they think it's a botu paying. And wafan wedi into that thing, no, she can carry it into their elections. Into how comes in there, oh yeah, mistaker, or yeah, Rambo, or beshutu wekum. Into that is her resume now. Into you get people who are sitting in Ghana and saying, say, let us defend the potential murderer. Are you mad? Now call your bodam cramporon trick, atrimbo bieni. Now call your no where Jimmy Crabodam no, she is not going to hurt a fly. But we have a woman who basically sat on TV, national television, as a cabinet minister to tell you and I that I shot through a polling station. The president, Jimmy, he did not change this woman. He did not sack this woman. Mahamudu Bawumia Kwasiampenyi did not say anything. Kennedy Abuano Onosonamono did not make a statement. And you people want us to allow you people to come into the limelight to lead us. Foolish potential murderers. Muni munyanza. Mami we didn't know about politics. What do you remember? Because in life, adebia obetibinu bibi and also a click wadwuma wakaya ade no. Mami we ye boni dia in Ghana today. Akora we 10 years there na wakai. Obotuo okunipa. That is what you remember. Hey, how akumsin. Only on no boat no how akumsin and then so a rambo no and all the tax and no. That is her resume, the terminal report, don't know. Into why should we be defending this raccoon now? Actually, wait, Jimmy. Actually, you are not Ghanaian enough to understand. To say, Nipa life we here. You people are not worried. Say 15 people died in 2020 election. 15 people. And they were murdered by the NPP because you were scared to leave power. You are not worried. Now, when kwasia fo bi te ewutu senya say yeah mema na call yo she be sam say kwasia mu fin obi e $100,000 and then account sum 100,000 Ghana. How akum se be din kwasia sam we see a dime upon a dime. My Jimmy for na mugu ewutu senya say yeah MPP for let's do press conference. E kuro bia anka my Jimmy munni munyansa Jimmy went and pepper spray ko polling station. We didn't go to a polling station or Saba Bima no kuta pepper spray. Party say, why don't we make her a national women's organizer? A dientina moya how comes national women's organizer because how comes in botu. Now call me Jimmy Tina better say, Mama MPP mbra power. We obotu. On Kano TV say yes, I'm two no. Say nka boba tan trim en fa me ho. Ebo akora trim en fa me ho. Ebo eye journalist trim en fa me ho. Na we bear my journalist in radio so say you have been exonerated. We kwasia. Mo munnim nyansa. We mun kwasia fo we ni so. Hey, let's move on. Now koyo, do your job. I will advise you, go down, meet your constituency, explain to them if there are any confusions erupting after the elections. Some people might feel say the kind of coordination and relationship are also more than that. If you have a problem with relationship with your constituents, do your best, work on it. Do not let these piglets distract you. Incident they voted for you because How Akumsin already had a record before 2020 elections, before 2024 elections. Inti another incident in Nkwana Ghana for omo ewutu senye jina so tomorrow. There were small pressing issues. And how Akumsin the ice in the 2K so by shooting 2 people. Inti don't sit there. If you have an issue with your constituent, your executives, this is the time for you to patch with them. They will support you. They believe in you as far as they believe in John Mahama, and they believe in you as a young lady leading them. That is what you work on it. Get your people in line and work for the people of Ghana. MPP for after election, MPP for Musa Jimmy, do not pay attention to these fools. Be focused. Mami way, abesiri way. The body in say way. We used to know how the body attitude way. Where who the name was a dear way or now way no basa and to way. Pete way in the most so kwasi asem so. Abrochia go dem. Abrochia we go dem 40 years. Now the name to me Jimmy in Ghana. We used to know who can be in Ghana say. Now we a cabinet minister tutu. 1 to 2 and share mo. Utu for polling station. You are bold enough, ma. Journalist Kwasiatu was say, Bompaye, you have been exonerated. Exonerated from what? And I brought here. How come in Jimmy way? In Tinamuji but now man keke. Now call you, do your job. Talk to your constituents. Meet your party members. Whatever is there that is making some people feel say they are angry. You can still talk to them. They will meet you halfway. Leave the piglets. Leave these fools. Ekufuado ko nimnyansa kamami weboto ankonye jiminia Ekufuado. Onye jimia. Metinana ka Ekufuado nimnyansa wo se me dipenyina atam. Ekufuado se ankonye jimia. The day how akum si jina TV so ka se me na me boto dan ko so pamoni free aban nim. Ekufuado onye jimia. Onye foolish. Anka the day na how akum si jina TV so ka say yes. Me na me tutuoro na man to anhwe wiemo me to for police station na go say Ekufuado ko onye jimi anko pamoni that day. What did he do? He kept her as a cabinet minister. Enkwasiafo ye remfi we nyina. Ni anya den. Na ko ya den. We should choose a Facebook post over somebody being murdered. Mo bodam. Hey, let's move on. Now, PDS. PDS, and we all know PDS. Now, MP before I could try a short statement from John Mahama's full statement about PDS and Afedie MPP Joy News. Me say Joy News they are bankrupt. Omnika pre. Manka be bin chiremo. Joy News. Omniska. They want money from the government. I'm telling you, they are struggling. And the agenda is that good John Mahama nima say, but they no matter. My guys are Joy News. I am 10 times as powerful. You people, no matter what you will do, I will suppress you people. And John Mahama, Andra Oko a slim Okoye shortcutting be and other activities, He spoke about PDS. PDS anything. PDS ni nyina say PDS ye ba ya Gabi Ekufuado Bamti Ayensu ene ba wo miamu nyina ka omutibo ma omuwi Ghana sika no Ghana yesika yenka ne ho nsem ena America for say omo program bi wo ho Atamels time na wo ho Mahama time na wo ho omo ma yesika na omo de abehye yenka ne se ne yenka ne begina ne na so na omo de sika ne ba na yeso ye wo sika bia na de ahyem na ye de ayden ye de yenka ne ye nti ECG transformers, rural electrification, dien na area ahyem kena eno ane ni PDS no. Edu Ekufuado so and America for the almost 500 million ba say monje na moso mompe ekwan bi so empe senia mobenya sika ka ho a mode beboa ama yenya sanfa so efri so. And Ekufuado busuan for kote company omo friend PDS. And na omode be fa sika ne kodi ye. Kwa PDS ni nyina no. Enti the PDS sankasa no from day one sir adwimpona eye PDS and I say America for the nya some be support yen nyina mu nkania no eye adwene papa enti na time Atamels te so no e ba ye no problem bi ensi so enti na time na Mahama te so from 2012 to 2016 no ya anti problem bia no but Ekufuado ne busuafo bo betena so pe na PDS eye sa America for si come di mai problem ba ho. John Mahama say PDS and John Mahama kasa endra for PDS on. Sa PDS for omu sika die no. Omu wie no. America for my sika no. Nanado danko Ekufuado ni ne busuafo eti company. And I'm say 5 companies no ma kabo my friend PDS, Power Distribution Company Services. Na sa company nanko so omu di sika ba. Nanko so omu so de be 500 million ebeka America's for sika no. Na omu re chechire Ghana. Ye yenkania ye di biem na nkakra no companies no obi ateneka na do danko Ekufuado ne busuafo anfa kapramba omo wie no mbesa be diska no ya chi omo wie a omo sa de akọ to UK omo se an ye sa de omo ka $390 million yen san fam omundi PDS omo chichiri PDS omo nie Gabi ochida ko ne busuafo.
You can't go below 40.
No sir.
At all.
Yes, Gabi, see, we've gone, we've come far.
I'm just trying to.
Yeah. No, I can't go below the 40. I would rather prefer getting off and just getting something out of it and just getting off.
Okay, so I see.
It's just to demonstrate that this is for me and it's not for anybody. And that is something I want to just come up very strong on.
Okay, if that's your final position, then we have to let the others know and spread the sound of both units forward.
Okay, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
You can't go below 40.
No, sir.
At all.
Yes, Gabi, see, we've gone, we've come far.
I'm just trying to.
Yeah. No, I can't go below the 40. I would rather prefer getting off and just getting something out of it and just getting off.
Okay, so I see.
It's just to demonstrate that this is for me and it's not for anybody. And that is something I want to just come up very strong on.
that's your final position, then we have to let the others know and respectful sign off both meetings forward.
Okay, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
PDS. When I go to OSP, now go for tape way, no for WhatsApp chat, no for Gabi, no for Bumpty, no for Yensu. Or say, what were you discussing? Which percentage were you discussing? You, Gabi, were you involved in PDS? What was your role? OSP, then I'm gonna Odim Kwasiasam. So this is PDS. They were negotiating on our behalf. Gabi, Ochredakun, on a Bumpty, Ekufu Dunya, Ena Ayensu, Gabi Adamfo. They were negotiating. Go below 40%. Send a bear 500 million. No, yet the bear can oh, Mister, I won't go below 40%. PDS, no, almost take company, no, and I say America for come to mine, no, almost have a boss scanning. It's PDS, no, ye we now, Mudi Sikana, I say America for say, Omo my Sikabium, Omo Chemuno, Omo Yan Omusako UK, say a horn of bomb chrono, no, almost had the Ghana court, Omo the ECG court, say. Almost 390 million be a kim. OSV, he's afraid of Gabi. Osro Gabi cry. Omu ye no. Omu for radio. And omu sadi ya court to UK say. UK for na omu mobra. Na UK at the papa ben ho. Oma konya UK daily guide bi broni kwasi ampeji bi akochocho article tantan bi and John Mahama e den broni bi an hu fi bi. Sa tactics na mu use no enye dwuma bia mo sa de na JB dan kwa mu use o mo kwasi snitch ne nam kwatena brochira ne akoma broni hia ni kwasi apagim say tratical first no na Ghana fo mu se broni tratical na amafo se broni nim nyansa nche bibi ni o nti abrofo kwasi afo bi no mu UK ho na o mo fi o ma no coffee o mo se brown na o mo hye dem no they don't even understand the way our democracy works. Recently, I'm going to Kwasia article be and the John Mahama and the DN. Now, almost UK. I will catch a UK for say, I Ghana for the Kufu in the bush and for car. It's almost person with $390 million. Nyame on pebone. Ghana is Ghana abang and so echo fight case nana ye winning case no. It's come budget $390 million akodi. They still don't understand. They still see you somewhere Jimmy. Now, when John Mahama went to the north, he made a very important statement. Oh, see, PDS wasn't a bad thing. It was handled wrongly. And so many people had personal interest in it. That's how it failed. PDS, and you for the time they started you. PDS started at Tamel's time. And America for the studies of Mumaiska. John Mahama time, Sikabaye, Asemensi. Eya den ne kodu ekufu ado so a, yesi PDS problem aba, every say MPP for ye nwan. Enti John Mahama, eko srem no, okoka asasem no, and I join this for eko twa small party. We say, oh, PDS wasn't a bad thing. Caption no. And why unim MPP in Chamwe? Started here. Yeah, John Mahama say PDS na nyad bad thing. John Mahama was saying, say, that thing now America for any dinsa was so for years. Ne ohono. Ne nya de bone. Ne mom. Time bedru kufu ado mreso no. Gabi ebusuafo Jimmy fo awifo no. Omo interest was put ahead of Ghana interest. Into see PDS am hunisa no. America for Millennium Challenge e de ande sika no de ba no. Sa America for no deal no. Na nya bad deal. Na awifo be di yesu ntina. Sebio ewifo no omo interest edi anim anything na PDS ne say just John Mahama. Listen to him again.
Let me also comment on what is possible if the public and private sector work together. I know that there was an attempt to involve private sector in power utility and at the distribution level. And we all remember the example with PDS. PDS was not a bad thing. It is just that it was handled wrongly, and many people had personal interest in PDS, and that's why it failed. But there's something to be said for injecting private sector efficiency into public utilities. And I gave an example before. Enclave Power buys bulk electricity from the power utilities and distributes it within the free zones enclave, and has a 99% collection rate of bills. and the lights are always on in the industrial enclave. And so the industries there have a high ratio of power, and they don't see blackouts the way other places do. And so there's something to be said for private sector participation in utilities, not only for electricity, but even for water.
The president was talking about private sector participating, working with the government to build a ekrono. And he was using PDS as an example. PDS started at Tamel's time, problem is yedi bien kanium, yedi jejna poles, yedi my yenya generators akesiye at John Mahama Nankasaba in 2012 to 2016. PDS ikebaye yedi yejuma eye dan na ekufu ado time ebedru ye ebe ye busuafo de or catch Ghana for say PDS sa juma dia na America for ni edi no na problem ni ho eye nkwasiafo we na abema problem aba ho na or she anase he is encouraging the private sector omo akoma pa enye wifo te se MPP fo enye Jimmy for te se kufo na busuafo enya kromfo a omo bebe daadaye no mabeti company no mabe wiaye or say we need the private sector to participate, to collaborate with the government to make sure say inyume bia aban ye no private sector no so any aban beka omuntuma abo ano no maye emana koyie nanka enya gabi mu no mo ya kromfo ekufuado bamti bawomia omutena den miti musinsan ma gabi mu wia ya anka PDS ye anka koye ya anka Ghana nkane asem ekoso chei enne nkwasiafo omutete Ghana John Mahama say PDS no John Mahama say sebio ankanya MPP awifo a anka nenka America for da homa iska. Joy News.
All right, so that is it. Inti Kevin Tailor na waye Omanhene Asante Kwabena Asante Omanhene Kwabena Asante baby obi onya misko what you say Kevin Tailor aye no ho adwuma sa kwa no oye stomach politics ayo journalist o oni abrantie we idi nkra de sen obi ni the counterpart obi ose ebuntu sankofo mienu we omukọ mutensi ni ndra na mehwe omo ndra me sirisi nkamiti yate efa asutifin north member of parliament honorable Kwaku Ebenezer asema wanyin ena Omanhene Asante wahye de ka na wosere aso oka biama no okiremu NDC 4% modini yeske good aso oka biama no ase oyeya no ase os ha Omanhene oye fucking tuhuni sana oye fucking guy MC oye criminal. These people omo wudi omo fune na mo no mo anya ni sa journalism omo ka tua nsomudi entini no mo ye ina ne se omo de bo tactics no mo de agisika no mo gigisika o kan si obaka cho say for evidence bra ombeka cho ombeka zo mu hi evidence baby kura hu mo no mo gisika. You see sometimes you hear evidence and you can't see me. Kevin Tailor kudos I am the past working can be at your mind. Sabi in some huni yados away media space. Nanka nye kan yenka. A same way a diasem. A diasem. A dia. A diankwa. A diankwa na aba. A same ben na si. A dia ben na si. I would me fraud the same say ombo mpae. Because of say why exonerated we say vindicated for the way how I couldn't see onyambo tuda how I couldn't see onyanto pepper spray or called the kogun kofu any our black manota mutu fin to say plain and come born if you were fedi or no since that no onyanko baby MPP ndi so mo share bio nti akwatia na okra no wamboda so okoho no because onim se okoya enkane nkwa edesan mu what in the mention as it this kind of person they don't I mean protect her tin some that interview na oya okase won wo botu na interview ano journalist ni mmisa ne say dientia. No, you see how she was speaking because no more aban mu omo aban mu nti ono kire say ono ni ntuoto nti oye self defense or the protecting ho ono ni ntuoto nti se bi ototo no obotu a mo bi mbisa no say ni tuo no tuo ben no yusu a member of parliament and a cabinet minister as then or a member of parliament or also a cabinet minister then you see Ghanaians, we should be very careful on who we choose to be our lawmaker in parliament. And yes, I will be a na ya to about the man so be parliamentarian or may MP and from my member of parliament. You see, a basa ye higher home Kobisa Kaswa go and ask a wutu senya hodom. A dear in a year how kumsi a year. Or buy fishery and aquaculture a dear in or year no same ministry on. One village, one dam or say whatever. A dear no to me, or and way by some be due my nisika. Be due my nisika, no, and I'm the abon hosa for him, so MPP women organizer, and it is sad. Say, no one to me and Casa Crop, a national chairman. Now, comes in so per women organizer, and then it is a president. I say, wound to me and Kujila. So yet yenam hayano mako to about the amount to me so may national chairman for MPP. And per what I am hearing, no, it is likely say wound to me any abronye a bit me a suspend yomo because I am hearing news be a say someone the MPP for take a good decision because abronye it is about the time abronye must learn his lesson as well as Kennedy Missy Mufancheme as well as one wound to me. They they have to learn their lessons in a hard way. Omo di party ne wache. Enti sana ade no eti Kevin Tailor. Kudos to you. Ura why ade. Omanhene Asante. By now baby obi am so no ankasa why any nse Bofrot ehwe. Kede Japos why when nse Bofrot o hwe mani. Wo hwe mani mu na mo ye criminals. The entire wentimi anka hwe ohwe ni nse ya na ohwe ni because untimi nkasa. Wan kasa ni nsa asemo kan waba ni fie abeji sika nti wo be da akọ kasa wo papa menye criminal na ze wo mani menye Bofrot untimi. That is the caliber of people we are dealing with them here. Chila waju comment section. Mediana mega macra. Bye bye.